Let's practice implicit differentiation. Here we're asked to find dy dx, so take the derivative of y with respect to x. I'm going to show you some guidelines that will help you solve any implicit differentiation problem. Rule number 1, differentiate both sides of the equation with respect, WRT, to x. So let's do that first. That just means take the derivative with respect to x. So I'm going to take the derivative here of x squared, and I'm going to get 2x to the first power. Now I'm going to take the derivative of y squared, and I get 2y. But because it doesn't have an x attached to it, we're going to put in dy dx. Because, again, we're taking the derivative with respect to x, and I don't know what the x value is there. At 9, the derivative is 0. Now let's move on to step 2. Collect all the terms involving dy dx on the left side and move everything else to the right side of the equation. So here, my dy dx is already on the left, so let's move the negative 2x to the right side of the equation, and then we can move forward from there. Now let's look at the third guideline. The third step is to factor out dy dx from the left side of the equation, and then we can move forward. Now, if we go back and look at this problem, dy dx is already isolated by itself on the left-hand side, so there really isn't anything for us to factor. So now we can move on to the fourth and final step of implicit differentiation. And the fourth and final step is simply to solve. Now that we have dy dx by itself, we can divide both sides by 2y, and we get negative 2x divided by 2y. You are going to be asked to simplify if possible. So in this case, I can cancel out the 2's from both the numerator and the denominator, and now I can write my final solution where dy dx, the derivative of y with respect to x, is equal to negative x over y. And that's our final answer. I hope this helps, and be sure to check back later for more.